Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards on the gain, a great start for this offense.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw, here's Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Yeah, this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They give to Burton, the fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. 1st quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's Nix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Nix from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points.
Fielding just inside the 20. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And it's a fumble. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That'll be complete to Harvey. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now first and 10. They're going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Khalil Mullings, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch partner for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down from the 41. Here's second down at 7. Again, it's Harvey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Nix. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Zone read to give to Harvey. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Harvey with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have come back to make it a 2-point game. Lutz with the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Able to slither by. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? Inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Nix completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. 44 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point? And that gives him a 3-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Back to throw here. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He has been elusive in this first half. You see the rushing numbers for him. This defense is going to have to find some way to keep him in the pocket.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Fighting through. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
He's got the open man. It's Heilmanner. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Alec Heilmanner with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Titans have retaken the lead. Sly on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Tennessee score. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So no gain on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily, you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now it's Nix. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Titans. Alec Manor making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown at his NFL debut. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Broncos 16.
out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Still going. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims, 70 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Working out of the gun is Nix. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Throwing Nix. And that will be incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll take this to the 46.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. To throw is Nix. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Khalil Mullings making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Slide for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Nix to the air. And that's going to be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Today is the day. The debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In the Big Easy, the Saints at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Escapes the defender. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Titans getting set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Still fighting through tackles. Touchdown, Titans. Coel Mullings, his first NFL reception, goes for 6 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. Big problems there on the conversion. A poor snap. It's no good. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Nix from the shotgun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys, step downfield and man coverage, and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Nix. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 155 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. They're going to look to throw. That's caught left side by Iomanner. So the completion gets him just a yard. 3rd and 7 now. Now back to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Nice 3rd down conversion at even 20 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tyler Lockett from 19 yards away. And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Denver getting set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 33-yard line.
2nd and 3. Nick's going to keep this himself. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This from 36 yards out. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos about set to go on offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And that almost almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Roger McCreary on the coverage.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. 51 yards on the punt there. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Brings up second and 7.
On second down, they'll run it here. And fights through one man.
Missed.
It will not go down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Khalil Mullings, 44 yards. And the Titans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Sly on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
At the 21-yard line.
Here we go on second and 12. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10.
Back to throw. Nix. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Nix to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. So this now, I mean, we may be looking at a debut for the ages, a 4-touchdown game in your first ever game in the NFL. Charles, where do you go from there?
Well, I know in your mind, as a player, you think, well, if I got 4 in this one, I'll get 5 in the next one. But you have to understand it's the NFL. Be realistic. Just continue to improve your craft and really enjoy this debut.
Slide for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once more with Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Operating from the gun. Nix. And he will have the Broncos first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
You can absolutely feel the process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Broncos first down.
Back to throw. Nix setting up a screen for Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, You might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. They'll look to throw here. Gets past one man. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyler Lockett, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He gets this into the hands of Harvey. There he goes again. And all the way home for a Bronco score. R.J. Harvey now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Broncos are able to at least get one score back. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Brings up 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
To throw is Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense and receiver Calvin Ridley getting ready for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And quickly, they get to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught, right around the 6. Give him 32 on the play.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Sly on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. Now it's Nix. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener.